Hey guys, Nick here from Attrell Toyota here in the Brampton Auto Mall, and today you're looking at the 2021 Corolla Hatchback XSE. Now, first impressions of this beautiful vehicle are that it is wrapped in our classic silver metallic and black roof combination, and it is gorgeous. Now today it's not as sunny here this morning, but it still glimmers in the sunlight. It's a beautiful car, wonderful paint scheme, and it's got tons of sporty features to go around. Now, as always, I want to start off right here at the grille, and as you can see, this has got a nice mean sport appeal to it right at the front. We've got our Toyota logo that is hiding our Toyota Safety Sense system as well for the radar for our pre-collision, as well as our dynamic full range cruise control. And that matches all the way out with our 3J headlights. And now as I go up to the front here, you're gonna see that these are nice LED headlights, and they have 3 J-like patterns. That's where we get the name 3J headlights from. They're LED strips, and they provide a beautiful constant beam of light, whether it's during the day for people to see you or at night if you're driving on them backcountry roads. You're gonna see that this car is well equipped for you, and it looks good while doing it. Now, as we move off to the side, you're gonna see that we got these beautiful, beautiful alloy rims. They're black with a little bit of a silver line to them as well. They're beautiful looking rims. They match the car well, and they have enough of a dark feature to bring out the roof, but they also have a nice matching little silver accent that really brings out a wonderful color combination for this vehicle. Now again, like all our other Corollas on this new TNG platform, we have our mirrors here mounted on the side of the door as opposed to on the A-pillar. The reason why we have this here is to provide you just a little bit of extra sight lines for our drivers. As you're coming down on a curve and you're coming around a corner, you want to be able to see, and so this provides just a little bit of an extra sight line for our drivers. Now as we go around the back, you're going to see this has our hatchback look to it. It's nice and sloped. It's got a little bit of a spoiler at the top, and it really just complements this car very, very well. Now, we also have a little bit of a different looking rear taillight system on this car, being that it's a hatchback, and I think it really goes well with this vehicle. It's sporty, it's aggressive, it's got a little bit of a smoked out taillight, but it is really a beautiful looking car. As you can see, you've got our Corolla and our XSE badging along the back, bold and proclaiming that you are driving an XSE Corolla. Just so that people can know, as we come around the back here, this is our 2021 model year. It is a refresh. It's not a brand new vehicle, so a lot of stuff does carry over. If I miss anything, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to rectify that for you or give you any more details that you may be looking for in future videos. Now guys, this is the exterior of our 2021 Corolla. Stay tuned as we go inside the vehicle. All right guys, so let's take a look at the inside of this beautiful 2021 Corolla XSE. Now there's a little bit of a surprise for you in just a second, but first I want to show you the smart key system that's associated with this Corolla. All right, now what you can do with the fob is there's a panic button, there's a lock and an unlock, but when you use a Toyota smart key system, you're able to lock and unlock the car from the driver's side handle or the passenger side. And so as you have the key fob in your pocket, you can actually lock and unlock this vehicle. You unlock it by simply putting your hand inside and opening up, or you can lock it by pressing 2 fingers onto the side of those 2 hash marks. Now as we open up, you're going to see the surprise that this is actually a 6-speed manual, a bit more of a rare vehicle that we offer here. But yes, we do love our manuals. Save the manuals, as they are a lost art in the car scene today. Now, as I move in, just give me a second. I'm gonna climb into this car. One thing that I always notice when I get into these Corollas, I'm 6'1", 260 pounds, and this is not a small car for me. I don't feel squeezed, I don't feel tight, I don't feel claustrophobic. I actually feel like everything is in good proximity, close to me. I can actually touch the radio, I can reach for the shifter. There's everything that is in close proximity, but I don't feel crammed. It has got enough space for us bigger guys to be able to drive and feel comfortable, but also feel safe. Now just give me a second here as I start this bad boy up. Now, it's quiet, but it does have a little bit of a rumble. And what you're hearing is our 2.0 liter 4-cylinder dynamic force engine from Toyota. And so what that means is that you're getting the bigger of the 2 4-cylinders that we offer in our Corollas. Now, should you spring for an LE, XLE, or one of our hybrids, you would be getting a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine paired with either a manual or a CVT transmission. Now, when you spring for anything with the SE, the XSE, or sportier models, you're going to get our 2.0 liter dynamic force like it's in this vehicle. And it is a sporty engine. It's very peppy. It's quick. Just before this video, I was able to take it for a bit of a spin, and it is a nice peppy engine. You get enough power, not too much, but enough where you have the healthy balance of being able to get where you want to quick, but also in a way that is fuel efficient. Now, as you can see, one of the other first impressions you're going to see is our 7-inch multi-information display. And so there's all kinds of different information that you can cycle through in here and see in your Corolla. And I'm going to stop right here on this particular one. This is our Toyota Safety Sense system. And what you're going to notice is that you have in this car lane departure alert, pre-collision, blind spot monitor with rear cross traffic alert, as well as a whole host of other different options that come with this vehicle. Now, one thing that we always make known here at Toyota is that these are things that come standard on our vehicles. You don't have to actually pay extra. If you get an LE Corolla, you also get this Safety Sense suite of different features that help keep you and your passengers and other people safe on the roads. This goes back to Toyota's, just our brand's focus on trying to keep everyone safe and trying to eliminate as many crashes on our roads as possible. And I think that that is an endeavor that is respectable, and that is something that when you're purchasing a vehicle, you want to keep in mind for sure. As we move out, you're going to notice that we have this wonderful leather-wrapped steering wheel. It's got nice stitching. It's very soft to the touch. It feels good to grip. It feels nice. It's not something that feels cheap by any stretch of the imagination, but it actually is very, very comfortable and intuitive. And like our other Corollas, you're going to see all of the major things that you're going to need as a driver are found right on the steering wheel. So you may be holding on to the shifter, but you have everything at a very close reach for you to be able to change. This helps us keep distracted driving to a minimum. We want to make sure that our drivers are as safe as possible and focusing on the number one thing, which is the road and getting to where they need to quickly and efficiently, but safely above anything else. And so I'll give you just a quick highlight of what's on this steering wheel. You have a number of directional pads right on this side here where you're able to switch between different options in your multi-information display. You have the ability to answer and end phone calls just from the touch of this button. You also have your volume controls, your voice assistant. Now, if you have an Apple phone, you can use Siri, or if you have an Android phone, you can use Google Assistant. But these are all things that you can touch just directly on the steering wheel. Now, as we move over here, you'll notice that our Toyota Safety Sense system has 2 buttons right here. For your lane departure alert or your lane tracing assist, you can turn it on and off right from here. For some people, if you're driving in the city and there's a bunch of different lines and you don't want to hear the notifications, you can turn that off selectively. We, of course, tell everybody to keep it on as best as they can, just to be as safe as possible. And then also for your dynamic range cruise control, as you're driving, you have 3 settings that you can switch between as far as how many car lengths you want to be close to the car in front of you. And so that button is right there as well. Furthermore, you can change between the different modes for your audio system, whether it be your Bluetooth, your Sirius satellite radio, your AM or FM radios. You can switch those right here. And finally, if you're listening to a good song, but you want to turn on to another one, or you love that song so much you want to play it again, you can do so right here with our track switching buttons as well. And finally, you have your cruise control suite right here where you're able to set it, you're able to turn it on, and you're able to resume it or switch to make yourself go a little bit quicker or a little bit slower on the road. So these are different things that Toyota takes into account when making our vehicles, is wanting to keep people safe, but also wanting to keep people comfortable. And so as you move over here, you're going to see we have an 8-inch touchscreen display. It has the option for you to affect a whole host of different things. You can use your audio system. You can pair a cell phone to this vehicle. You can also use this intuitive navigation display. Our XSE Corollas do come with this embedded navigation. Very easy to be able to find where you need to go, as well as you can use it anywhere in North America, and you'll get a number of different app updates with the car as you go along. I believe, but don't hold me to this, I believe that it's 3 updates that you get with the vehicle, but please call one of our salespeople. They'll be able to set you up with better information and more accurate information regarding this. Also, when it comes to comfort, we want to make sure that our car is cool when it needs to be and warm when it needs to be. So right now you have 2 dual zone climate control where you and your passenger can have the same or different temperatures depending on how you choose. You have a number of different options at the bottom here, including front windshield defrost, rear windshield defrost, as well as you can also have your mirrors heated as well. We have Eco Heat and Cool, which is very nice to keep your car running as fuel efficiently as possible. What that does is it optimizes your system so that it can run, if you're trying to cool off, it can keep you cool, but also while burning the least amount of fuel, and the same for if you want to stay warm. You also have the ability to raise up your fan level, the speed, to go a little bit higher, like this, or to bring it back down a little bit more once you get cooled off or warmed up. You also have a number of different options, whether you want to have the fan blow on your feet, on your head, or both, or you can also do your feet and defrost at the same time. You also have cabin recycled air, as well as fresh air and AC that come with this vehicle. So you have a number of different options to keep you safe. You have a number of different options to keep you comfortable. And finally, you have a number of different options, 6 in fact, to keep you entertained. So this is our 6-speed, sorry, a little bit of a glare there. This is our 6-speed manual transmission. And what Toyota has done since 2019 at least is that we have incorporated an intelligent manual transmission. And what that does is it gives you an opportunity, especially if you're a newer manual driver, to be able to rev match your gears. So when you're driving and you're trying to downshift or you're trying to upshift while you're on the road, what the Toyota will actually do for you is match those gears better. So it makes it easier to downshift, it makes it easier to shift when you're driving down the road, and ultimately, if you're new to driving standard, it makes this whole thing a whole lot easier. All right, we've got a smooth shifting gear. What you can do also as you're shifting, it shifts nice and smooth, easily into all 6 gears here, as you can see. And then finally, just to keep it safe so that nobody accidentally puts it in reverse, you actually can lift up on this lever, put it all the way over, and it puts you into reverse. So it's a very intuitive system. It's a very comfortable system. If you're new to driving standard, this is the car for you, as it makes it the easiest to learn and the easiest to actually pick up driving standard. You also have an parking brake, an electric parking brake, and our brake hold system that is standard on other vehicles as well. And then finally, you have your heated seats, high and low, for both the passenger and the driver, as well as our Q wireless charging system as well. So as you can see, this car is very well equipped. You've got all kinds of different options that you've got a great price, but you also get a lot of good stuff with this vehicle. Stay with me as we go and check out the back seat. All right, guys, now we're in the back seat of the Corolla XSE hatchback, and as you can see, it is a nice view. You actually can see everything on the outside. It's got open windows. It also has a lot more space in the back. Like I mentioned to you before, I'm a bit of a bigger person, and so sitting in the back of these cars is something that I used to actually be worried about, because you used to be crammed, you used to have your knees up by your ears. It was very, very uncomfortable. But nowadays, especially in this Corolla, I actually feel very, very spacious. I actually feel like there's a ton of space in here. I have the seats back a bit further than normal to kind of simulate as if someone my size was sitting in the front and the back, and I actually feel really, really comfortable. When I move my legs a little bit closer, I can fit my feet under the back of the seats, and I actually have enough space to feel very comfortable. The headroom is a little bit more than if you were to pick our sedan models, as the hatchback does offer a little bit of a higher roof in the back seat, but it is a very comfortable car all in all. And as I slide over seamlessly into the seat directly behind the driver, you can also see that it is very, very comfortable on this side. And there's tons of room, nice seats. These nice Softex seats in the back are very, very comfortable. And it actually provides a lot of room and a lot of space. So rest assured that if you're a little bit bigger and you're a little bit worried, a little bit apprehensive to get into a hatchback, rest assured there's tons of space for you. Stick with me as we go and check out the trunk. All right, y'all, let's check out the trunk. As you can see, you got a nice lift gate on the back of this Corolla XSE hybrid, or hatchback, mind you. And as I open this up, it's very light. It opens up on its own. You can see that there is tons of space in the back of this car. It may seem like a little bit of space on the outside, but there's actually a ton of space in here. Enough space for you to put maybe a hockey bag, enough space to put a ton of groceries if you're getting some for the fam. And there's all kinds of different room in here. Now, as you'll see, you do come with our fully rubberized winter mats, as well as our summer mats, but there is tons of space in here. What Toyota also offers that is easily removable is this wonderful tonneau cover of sorts. It's actually tough. It's got a nice carpeted feel on the top, but it's actually almost like a carbon feel on the whole side. It's rigid, it's tough, but what it does is it helps to keep people from being able to see all your good stuff in here. So if you're putting something valuable in the back, some bags, some groceries, or anything like that, you do have this system that's there to help you feel safe and secure when you're not near your vehicle. It is easily removable should you ever want to take it off to put something a little bit bigger in there, but rest assured that we've thought of everything when it comes to this vehicle. All right, guys, now as I mentioned earlier, this Corolla comes with our 2.0 liter dynamic force 4-cylinder engine. And so as you can see, it's a clean engine bay, brand new. Everything is barely broken in yet. But everything, as you can see, is very readily available and very easy to access. You can see that all your fluids throughout are easy to change, easy to add to or top up. You can see that the dipstick is right central in the middle, very easy to check your oil. And you can see that the battery is also very centrally located and easy to change should you ever need to, and also easy to use to maybe boost your buddy's Honda or your buddy's Ford whenever they need to. So as you can see, it's a very intuitive engine. It's not loud, it's quite quiet. So for those of you who want a nice quiet ride while you're driving, this is a nice, intuitive, quiet engine. But when you're on the highway and you're switching them gears and going a little bit quicker, it does have a nice little growl to it as well. So this is our 2.0 liter 4-cylinder engine paired with our 6-speed manual transmission in this beautiful silver on black 2021 Corolla XSE. Now rest assured, it does come in another couple colors. Should you want to choose from those, we do have those options here at Attrell Toyota. We'd love to order one in for you. If you're interested, come on down to 110 Can-Am Crescent here in the Auto Mall. We'd love to have one of our sales staff take you for a test drive, show you around, and really set you up in one of these beautiful cars. Maybe, just maybe, in another couple of days, you might have one of these sitting in your driveway. So feel free, come on down, check us out. We'd love to help you out any way we can. Have an awesome day. Take care.